Oh, the fun vids just keep on coming, don't they? So in my last video, I was just having a big old open whinge about my stinky laundry with eBay's global shipping service. Well, now that laundry is so smelly, there are skid marks on the back of the t-shirt. So people who don't know what eBay's global shipping thing is, shipping out of the United States has a lot of paperwork, so much paperwork, customs, you gotta have all the information for it, the weights, dimensions, all that whatevers. And so eBay figured people would be more likely to international ship if they made it easier. So what they did was they set up the eBay Global Shipping Center, where what you do is you send it to Kentucky, which is where they keep their facility, which is then shipped over the world. They handle the customs, all that sort of stuff. So by putting all the information in your listing, like you normally would for postage anyway, they can work out custom charges and taxes and all that sort of stuff. And for the seller, it's meant to just be like a local post. You're just posting it within the country. Easy. But what actually happens is packages enter the Kentucky facility to be absolutely destroyed. One of the first things I ever ordered internationally iPod-wise, and it was slashed during the customs process when they opened it up.
Packages may be opened to gather information for customs processing.
I ordered a big box of parts. They just took it out of all the protective sleeves and just piled it back in the box. 3 weeks ago, a rare Intel Strange media player that arrived at the Kentucky facility, and during customs, they decided to take the outer box off and then just throw it away. They threw the box away, and that all I got was the outside of it. Last week, this hateful thing rolled in where it has just been absolutely slashed and dashed. So my last video was just me airing out some laundry, but now this is a full-blown PSA against the global shipping thing. Enter today's. This is, I don't know, an hour or two old. We've only just started the massive processes involved. Look at that, Pitney Bowes, Kentucky. Keep an eye on this line here. You ready? La 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 la. Can you see that? Can you see the slash and dash? Oh, another one. This is 3 weeks in a row that my items are coming in just carelessly ruined. And yeah, look, I get it. It's just an iPod, whatever. And like, usually I get my money back. But the big part is, these are hard to find for me. To find someone who even wants to bother with international shipping and has bothered to keep the box. Out of things that I collect, things that come in cardboard boxes nearly never come with their cardboard box. Look, here's the first ever Sanic. It's in great nick because it's got a hard plastic case and it holds everything in it. Here's a really, really well-selling game that came in a cardboard box. Look what happens to it. You can't even find the boxes for these anymore. I'm blown away I've even gotten this one. So for me, to finally find one in a box that's actually in quite good nick, really, I mean, forget about that. And it's complete, everything's in there. Oh, and it's just, this one isn't as bad. This is nowhere near as bad as the last time. Last time was very impressive, but I'm not giving them any concession. And the biggest sting in all of this is that eBay's global shipping is more expensive. They gotta ship it twice. You gotta send it to the facility and then onwards to you. I'm the one paying for that. And that means it has to go through twice as much postage handling, which is more dangerous for the items. Because of all this, it takes longer. It's not that it's taking longer and it's more expensive because it's more secure and you're gonna get it in really good nick no matter what. It's more expensive, takes longer, and it's awful. People on my Twitter and such are saying, oh, well, maybe it's DHL or local postage. No way. Some of you guys have actually sent me stuff. I've never had fan mail before. And someone sent me a glow-in-the-dark 3D bust of Shrek. Look at that. Look at, it's so delicate and fragile sounding. And look, Shrek's ears survived. You want to see the titanium box that this came in? It came in this, with some foam. That was it. USA to Australia. And it arrived sooner than these, and it's perfect. There is nothing wrong with it. That stays there. Wait, no, you can't see his beautiful face. One grit, help him out. There we go. These friends here. So if this service is awful for buyers, it must be really good for sellers then, right? Hey, the convenience of not having to deal with all the customs forms. Yeah, right. You should see the conversations I have to have with people about trying to get this all sorted out. I have to message the seller first, and every time I talk to eBay, they say, oh, you have to issue in a refund. And then what happens for the poor seller is they just get a notice saying, so-and-so would like a refund for this item. A lot of people sell things so they can buy other things, or maybe they need to sell their collection to pay for bills or something. And so just imagine you've spent the money and now all of a sudden you think you have to send the money back and take busted merchandise in return. It's very stressful. I always make sure to go in saying, hey mate, I know it's not your fault, this happened, this is what we got to do, but it's weekly at this stage to go through with this. And with the current one, we've only just gotten started. So I called up eBay Plus because I'm an idiot and I pay eBay even more money.
Hi and welcome to eBay customer support. This call may be recorded for quality purposes. Thanks for being one of our most valued customers.
And she decided to start the return process for me, which is nice. I thought she would include all the details because it's a case. Like, they have to look at it and go, okay, it was our fault, we'll pay. Otherwise, the seller has to pay. I told her the whole spiel on the story and the pictures and stuff, and she just wrote in the description, item arrived damaged. That was it. Our 15-minute phone call. Item arrived damaged. And I can't edit that to put in more details. So if you think the convenience of not having to do the customs forms outweighs having to deal with this stuff, no way. These are items that I just bothered to show you. Here's another one that got ruined, but I just let it roll because it wasn't that important. So this is just a silly thing that I bought. Just I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's a Just Wireless cable. This was $2.50, but then I didn't see all the extra fees with eBay's, global shipping thing. I ended up paying $30 in the end, $28 postage for a $2 something cable. And look at that. She got slashed and dashed, but I just let it roll. Cause big deal, it's just a joke, right? It also got sat on. Yeah, thanks eBay, you're doing a great job. So if it's not better for the buyer and it's not better for the seller, then who is it better for? eBay and Pitney Bowes. Pitney Bowes has just got this guaranteed contract, which is like one of the biggest international shipping contracts you can get. Oh mate, here's some free work for you. And eBay saves massive money because they do it all through the one facility. I actually found their global shipping video to sell this idea to people. Look at the opening video here. That explains it in a nutshell. They've got all of this international shipping being crammed through a single facility. That's horrifying. Usually companies brag when they got lots of locations. Oh, look at all the places we're at, so we're not that far away and all this. The fact that this damage is now so common, every week so far, they're just rolling in. I'm a different case. I'm a freak YouTuber from Australia ordering constantly from the United States. I'm just in a position where I can really highlight how often this happens. I'm gonna say that the workers in this place must be stressed out of their minds. The entire country's international eBay shipping through one place. Well, I found their video where they're showing how it's all done. They say they're open 6 days a week, and I bet they ask these people to come in on a Sunday and just push around these empty boxes to make it look like we got this all under control. I want to see that place on a real day. No way is it just kind of mulling around like that. It must be a madhouse. Everyone's yelling at me, oh, stop using the service. It's like, damn right I'm gonna stop using the service. This is all stuff I ordered ages ago, and it's all just rolling in now. So yeah, luckily I haven't ordered something in a while, but I still got some stuff coming in. So yeah, we'll see if it survives. Oh, and check out this smelly detail. With this current case at the moment, I was telling the guy, this has happened to me a few times, and he mentioned, 2 packages got ruined over Christmas, and he didn't get it all sorted out. I thought the seller was always safe. Nah. This service absolutely blows. After my last video, people said, oh good, you're giving this some exposure, so now hopefully eBay knows about it. Well, here's the thing. They already know about this. I real talked with the eBay rep and she said, yeah, they know about this. And that's painfully obvious. I was doing some research with the last video and I found cases from 2014. Upwards of 6 years ago, they've been doing the exact same thing of just slashing items inside the boxes and just genuinely not giving a damn. eBay has concluded that this is the cost of doing business. It's just cheaper to absolutely squash their employees by having it all go through one facility and make it exclusive for one transportation company and just pay out all the people whose collectibles are absolutely destroyed than it is to offer a good service. It ain't changing. My plea to sellers, just don't do it. Just do the customs work yourself. You can still sell on eBay. Just don't do the global shipping thing. It's not worth it. The only way this is going away is if people just stop using it. They've been doing this for years now. It's a good business model for them. They don't care. And you ready? To finish this video, I drew a diagram to sum up this whole thing so it's totally easy to understand. So, toys, iPods, games, collectibles, fun really, comes in this way into the global shipping center, right? And then out this way, sadness.